to the next speaker. Next speaker is really amazing and informative. I mean, sitting in Australia, sitting in America, sitting in UK, Europe, anywhere outside, you are sitting outside Saudi Arabia. Yeah, our next speaker is going to enlighten you that how can you make a company, how can you own a business without involving any equity partner in Saudi Arabia, means owning 100% of your business. How you can do it, what are the requirements, what are the sectors, how Saudi Arabia is open for you. So let me introduce you to our very nice friend, Alex. Alex, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm very well, Musa. How's everything with you?
Oh, all is good, all is good. And we are really excited to hear from you that Saudi Arabia, if an investor is planning to go, so what are the ways? So over to you now.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I'll give you a bit of a background first on Astrolab. So we were formed in 2013 by the founders, the same founders of Namshi. Those of you that don't know Namshi, it's basically the kind of the ASOS of the UK, big retail e-commerce company. And they created this company to be basically a capability building company to help similar entrepreneurs succeed in the Middle East. So we have a few arms of the business, whether that's our academy side when it comes to training and upskilling staff, helping companies, as I said, kind of train and help, particularly in that digital space. And then we've got co-working space and our Enter KSA side, which is what I look after. So on that note, I'll take you through a presentation that I've put together. So here we're going to look into just why, who, and how companies are expanding into Saudi Arabia. So we'll go for a bit of an overview of Saudi Arabia and look into some stats and figures as to what's happened over the last few years. We'll look particularly into a few sectors and some clients that we've helped expand into Saudi Arabia. And then we're going to look at a 16-step process on how you can set up your company into Saudi Arabia, which hopefully will help some of you when thinking about this option. So here's an overview into Saudi Arabia. So a lot of you might know that from 2016, the restrictions for foreign investment were removed. Obviously, there were always going to be some kind of requirements, whether that's a capital requirement or ministry approvals. And that's ever changing year to year because this is a new license that is available. The license was originally the Sagia license. And this is now recently changed to MISA. So if you hear me talking about through this presentation about MISA, that stands for the Ministry of Investment of Saudi Arabia, which is the ministry which is giving you this license, which allows 100% foreign ownership. Now, a lot of people still aren't even aware around the world that you're allowed 100% foreign ownership. Obviously, in the past, all of these big companies that you see kind of in Saudi Arabia will have some kind of local sponsorship who will actually own that business. Depending on the sector that you're looking at, you also have different minimum capital requirements. For many of the sectors, you'll actually have a zero minimum capital investment, which again is huge and something which many people aren't aware of. With this MISA license, you essentially have 9 different licenses which you're able to get. So this varies from an industrial license, which is essentially your manufacturing, to a service license, which is actually the majority of our clients. There is a trading license available, which is actually I guess the license which we get the most interest in. However, the minimum capital requirements for a trading license are very, very high. You need a 30 million Saudi Riyal capital investment, 3 branches across the world, and a 300 million capital investment over 5 years. So as I said, the majority of clients that we work with are normally offering a service or doing some kind of manufacturing. Now, these figures here are really exciting, and the other guys have already spoken a lot about why Saudi is growing the way it is with its big 2030 vision, with the 34 million population, the young population, the huge GDP that they have in Saudi Arabia. And these figures kind of back that up as to why people are looking to invest in Saudi Arabia. So you can see this is a year-on-year growth, so 46% in 2016, 2017, and then a further 95% in 2018, and then a 54% increase in 2018, 2019. And you've got to bear in mind as well here, like in the Middle East, we have been on a slight downtrend, I guess, particularly in the UAE, in that kind of that 2018, 2019. But they're still seeing that growth and investment in Saudi Arabia. These are some of the sectors which we as Astrolabs have seen a lot of growth in, and that's particularly that technology, digital, leisure, tourism, manufacturing. And the other guys have already explained about these other projects that are going on, all of which are encouraging companies to move into Saudi Arabia, which is super exciting. I guess the main reasons what we're seeing as a company of why they're expanding into Saudi Arabia, you've got either companies that are looking for a new opportunity and a new market, and weren't even aware before of this 100% foreign ownership. So are now super excited to explore this massive market and the biggest market in the Middle East. Maybe they're already doing business in Saudi Arabia, but to be able to win those extra contracts, to win all those clients, and to actually perform their business efficiently, they actually now to build a presence in Saudi Arabia. And on that fact as well, that you've got companies which are looking to win government contracts and win these big clients. These Saudi Arabian governments and companies now are actually telling companies that they have to be set up in Saudi Arabia to even win or bid for a contract. Again, driving that investment into Saudi Arabia and getting these institutions and big companies to start setting up in Saudi Arabia. And then the final one, I guess, is the companies that already have a partner in Saudi Arabia, but are looking to break away from that local partner and actually set up under 100% foreign ownership. A lot of these guys have obviously set up these companies around the world and want to keep that ownership 100% with the shareholders. So just briefly, so a lot of you who are looking at this may have already done your research. So a lot of you will talk about SAGIA, which is the Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority. This is now actually MISA, which I said earlier, which is the Ministry of Investment of Saudi Arabia. So MISA is now the license which you should be aware of, which allows 100% foreign ownership. So I thought I'd just take you through here just a few of the sectors, I guess, that we've seen as such a big push for. The tech sector, I think, is about 55% of our clients that we've helped expand into the region. And you can see here a couple of the notable tech investments. You've got the 8.6 million for the Noon Academy, $6.6 million for Nana Direct, and 2 million in Unit X. All of this, again, driving that investment into these new and exciting companies and sectors, hoping to obviously then bring employment into the region and drive growth and revenue in Saudi Arabia. The media industry is probably our second or third biggest sector that we've seen a drive in. And it kind of, and the numbers speak for themselves here. When you see the amount of internet users and the amount of YouTube users, we've already mentioned earlier about the 60% under 30, again, driving that digital age, which again, and with the event industry as well now being open up for expats and for people to come visit. Again, all part of this 2030 vision. This is super exciting. And again, a lot of our clients, whether they're event organizers or event safety, we're getting a lot of interest of these companies now setting up in Saudi Arabia. So to date, we've set up, helped over 100 clients today setting up in Saudi Arabia and Middle East. These are just a few of our clients, or we've had a bit of a mix there of kind of technology and media. But to be honest, we've set up companies of all sorts, whether it's like a catering company for the Hajj, and then whether it's, as I said earlier, manufacturing of goods, or doing some data analysis, or creating an e-commerce platform. The activities that you're able to set up with 100% foreign ownership is essentially endless when it comes to that kind of that service sector, or manufacturing sector. So this finally is what we have as a 16-step process that we've put together at Astrolabs over the last couple of years. Again, this will change over and over again throughout the years, but this is what it is at the moment. As I said, we have the longest serving partnership with MISA. So whenever they have new breaking news about being able to register in Saudi Arabia, we're always at the forefront of that news. So we start off by getting you that MISA license. That's the thing that allows you to have that foreign ownership. And then that leads into drafting the articles of association, which our team on the ground in Saudi Arabia do all of this for our clients. Again, it's a very, very long process. It takes approximately 3 to 4 months for the whole setup. This first section, stage 1, it can take up to probably 3 to 4 weeks. And again, unless you have those people on the ground in Saudi Arabia who have those connections and are able to go visit these ministries, it's very, very difficult to do, which is why I'll always encourage anyone to do their research and to always have some kind of help on the ground when they're looking to do this. So once you've got your commercial registration, Chamber of Commerce, you're then looking at stage 2, which is essentially registering you for all of the different ministries that you need to be a part of. So whether that's your national address or getting your GOSI or your Ministry of Labour, you need someone who knows what they're doing to register you for all of these different ministries. And then the stage 3 is the general manager part. So we need to get you your general manager's visa. You can have a general manager there. He can even have a dual residency. So again, if you've got a general manager here in the UAE and you want to set him up as a general manager in Saudi, then that's absolutely fine, and they have no restrictions on that. You just need to make sure there is a GM, and they have to have an Iqama. They'll have to be registered with the Makim portal. And then we finally do the bank account opening process as well for all of our clients, which again, anyone who's tried to set up bank accounts in the Middle East or in the UAE, it's a very difficult process. Again, you need those connections and those people on the ground to be able to do that effectively. So that's our 16 steps. If you do have obviously any further questions about anything to do with setting up in Saudi, you can always contact me on my email address, or go to our website. We've got our setupinsaudi.com website, which again, it will just talk you through those 16 processes in a lot of detail. So yeah, that's our setup process. Oh, Musa, I think you're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah, that's better. Perfect.
Oh, that's it. So, Alex, I think you made the life so easy. I mean, it's so comprehensive in presentation. What I understood is that if any country wants to grow, so they have to bring something called ease of business. Like, suppose if I want to make a company in the United Arab Emirates, I think I need like maybe not more than a day or two. And if I need an office, I need electricity connection. If I need to issue visas, it's all one window operations. And this makes investor life really easy. So I can see that Saudi Arabia is through you, of course, as our partner. is very easy. Like they can sit anywhere, they can talk to us, and we can bridge them with any nice partner if they are looking for a Saudi partner, or if their business model asks them to have 100% freehold. We can also bridge them. It depends. And I think now people start knowing that made in Saudi Arabia products are really prestigious and quality oriented. People trust these quality standards of Saudi Arabian authorities. So if you manufacture in Saudi Arabia, your client is all the Middle East and Africa. And you can save a lot of cost in terms of logistics and other things. Like, for example, if I am an American investor, I produce things in California, then I ship it to, say, each country. It's better if I produce in Saudi Arabia and I can cover the Africa and Middle East region, because all my goods by road can be transported. I can save a lot of tax, and I can have a better control, and there is no issue in terms of quality management as well. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think that's what's the main driver into getting these companies into Saudi Arabia. One thing I should have probably mentioned as well in that presentation would have been that the kind of the requirements, I guess, you need, as you said, that Saudi Arabia, they are trying to drive good quality businesses into the region, not just anyone just setting up a company. So some requirements are the fact of you do need a company outside of Saudi Arabia to be able to expand into Saudi Arabia. And you have to be at least a year old to be able to produce some financial audited statement. Again, it just helps back up the fact that you're going to be bringing positivity to the kingdom, bringing in that revenue, bringing in jobs is something that they're really trying to push into the kingdom, which is great.
Which is great, actually. And we should not also forget the SME sector, the small, medium enterprise sector, because
exactly.
There are not every business is a big business. There are SMEs. These SMEs are really required in Saudi Arabia. You're talking about a restaurant which will generate an employment for 20 people, and you're talking about a hairdressing and others, all skilled saloons and entertainment and youth related stuff. And Saudi Arabia is open to all kind of sectors. Either they are SMEs or they are the huge, large size projects.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say actually the majority of our clients are these SMEs. And that, as you can see from the UAE, the majority of the business now is actually SMEs, and they're the ones that are driving the economy now in the UAE. So I think Saudi Arabia is looking obviously to replicate that, and looks promising.
I'm excited. Oh, that's amazing. I think with your straight British approach, and your the way you present in the fashion, people might have got a very deep insight. And as you already told that if they want more assistance on it, they should contact us so we can help them to enter in Saudi Arabia. And with this, I would like to thank you for your time and your valuable insights.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it and everything you guys do. And we'll obviously work together more going forwards. And yeah, thanks for everything.
Thank you very much.